everyone, and welcome to Ralph A. Mastrovalli Stadium, and we are here to have some basketball action featuring the Canton Bulldogs and the Taunton Tigers here in this Hockomock League action, where the two teams have a very similar record and a very similar struggle. They're looking to get on the winning track and find their identity and continue to push through into the playoffs.
Starting with the Tigers, Kevin. Tigers are on a two-game winning streak, the biggest of their season, and they're about to start on a four-game road trip. And for the home team, the Canton Bulldogs, Canton losing two in a row to Milford and Oliver Ames, and both teams led by second-year head coaches for Canton. Second-year head coach Jan Kaiser, and for Taunton, we have Colby Santos for the visiting Tigers.
And who should we look out for now?
And the players to watch for Taunton are Julius Barrows, number 1, Mason, who's senior captain, Mason Andrews, senior captain, number 10, Sarah DeVerna, number 12, and Dre Thelker. And Dre Thelker led with 29 points in Taunton's most recent win against the Sharon Eagles.
And who are some players to watch for Canton?
And for Canton, we have number 2 senior captain Wesley Ma, number 4 senior captain Anthony Delizia, and number 11 Eli Palacios, junior captain.
There's a junior captain for the Bulldogs and a sophomore captain for the Taunton Tigers. Sayer Daverna, the sophomore captain for the Tigers. The Taunton Tigers are in the black jerseys with orange and white trim, and the Bulldogs are in the white jerseys with green and white trim.
Canton.
It looks like we're going to have some introductions and a national anthem.
Ensure that behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. As a reminder, for the safety of everyone in attendance, only players, coaches, and officials and game personnel are permitted on the court at any time. This includes during play, breaks in the game, and immediately following the game. Thank you for your cooperation. The announcement start lineups beginning with the Tigers. Senior number 5, Travis Johnson. Senior number 1, Julius Powers. Junior number 3, Greg Keeper. Sophomore number 2, Leon. And sophomore number 15, Amari Campbell. And your head coach, Colby Santos. Now you get Bulldogs. Senior number 4, Anthony Delizia. Junior number 5, Vlad Francois. Junior number 11, Elias Palacios. Junior number 12, Jack Fee. And junior number 21, JJ Fong. And your head coach, Dan Kaiser. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem by the Canton Bulldog Band.
WHS band here. There is a lot of people that's representatives from HockerMockSports.com here. You're here, I'm here. It's a big fight field here at the Musherella Gymnasium here at Canton High School.
Kevin, as we were talking about a little earlier today before we went on air, bit of an identity crisis for both teams involved, with Canton coming in at 2-6 and Taunton coming in at 3-4. Good chance for them to turn, for either one of them to turn it around this evening.
Well, Taunton is on that 2-game winning streak, and the reason we're talking about the identity is because both teams lost key pieces of their teams due to graduation last year. Troy Santos, a 1,000-point scorer, has since graduated from Taunton High School, has gone on to play in college, and the Bulldogs lost more than half their roster, the majority of their starting lineup, including Zaza Francoeur, Jeremiah Preeden, and Jamal McConnell. So that's pretty much their leading scorers. So both teams kind of having to reinvent themselves.
Yeah, and it's a fairly young game all around, all things considered, in terms of grades of these players, and two younger teams in the Hockermock as we get underway.
And we are underway here in the first quarter. 8-minute quarters, 35-second shot clocks. Bulldogs will take it up. Eli passes it up there. And now goes to Delezia. Canton has 3 captains, and the Taunton Tigers have, Canton has 4 captains, Taunton has 3.
Nice block there by Feeney to try to get up to the basket to prevent Taunton's first scoring opportunity.
Julius Barrows into bound. Picks it up there, and the opportunity goes through Travis Johnson. Another rebound, and he's going to take a foul, and it looks like the foul is going to be against Canton.
And it looks like Jack Feeney on the foul there, as we will go for 2 there. As
Amari Campbell.
Amari Campbell for Taunton will go for 2 free throws.
And he'll score the first basket of the game, lighting up the new scoreboards here at the Musherella Gymnasium.
Yeah, they look really nice, actually. Yeah.
Palacios now, right at the logo, tracks it down. He'll be on the arc, Delezia. And the shot up for JJ. JJ not able to get it. JJ led the last time Canton was in this building. Playing JJ led the team with 16 points in the game against Oxford.
That's a pretty good night, and he'll try to get as involved as the night goes on, along with some of these others, as other starting lineup does as well. And 2-2.
And back it up to here. Julius Barrows winning the point. Now gets it over. Back over to Show. And now Taunton from the arc, and it's good. See, they're counting it for 3 points.
Yeah.
Eli running the offense. Bring it back over to Delezia. The starters for the Bulldogs, Eli Palacios, Anthony Delezia, JJ Falk, Vlad Francoeur, and Jack Feeney. And the starters for the Taunton Tigers. As that ball tries to grab the rebound, it's going to go off. And it'll be off the Bulldogs. Right off the paw.
Definitely a fast-paced start to this one, Kevin. Both teams getting to the rim really quick to start today.
Starting for the Taunton Tigers, number 15, Amari Campbell. Number 5, Travis Johnson. Number 3, Dre Dowser. And number 2, Sho Olanian, along with Julius Barrows, the senior captain. This, of course, being a Hockermock League matchup between the Kelly Rex Division's Taunton Tigers and the Davenport Division's Canton Bulldogs.
It's a nice interconference, interleague action, interdivision action, excuse me.
That goes sky high, almost into the band. And they're going to say that the Bulldogs touched it, and it's going to go the other way.
Definitely been a fast-paced start. Interesting to see what the game plan is moving forward, to see whether the teams will calm it down a little bit, or whether they'll continue to go at this tempo as the game progresses.
Yeah, it's a little bit of hectic right now. Both teams did both play on Friday, so they have the same schedule there. Bulldogs playing at home for the first time in a while, and the Taunton Tigers playing on the road for the first time in a while, so maybe that might play a factor in it as well, but you got to be ready no matter what.
Yeah, and it's the Hockomock League. I mean, these games are really big as we're reaching the halfway point of the season. As Campbell gets the layup there for the Tigers.
Coach Kaiser giving some instructions to his team. Well, I have to say, throughout the early minutes of this game, the Taunton bench has been loud and boisterous.
Yeah, they really given some energy on. I think they really dictated maybe a bit of the game so far, even with a hectic start.
And we're having our first substitution.
As it looks like Nirvana Montero will check into the game.
Looks like he came in for number 2, Show Olanian.
Palacios got that in from underneath the basket.
And Paulo Seals will go to the line. Now leading up the court. Barrows trying to set something up, being guarded there. Delezia passed it back out, now beyond the arc. The shot is up, and it'll be off the red rim. Eli had the shot blocked and then took the rebound and then headed off to the other side of the coast.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive start offensively to this game for both sides. And should be interesting to see. Both teams need this game pretty significantly right now, so it's going to be big. It's going to be interesting to see how this night progresses.
Miles Garrett checking in. Miles Jarrett, number 14, coming in for number 12, Jack Feeney on the Canton side. Again, Canton in the white jerseys and Taunton in the black and orange. That one's going into the camera, and Messiah had to be careful.
Yeah, it was a great block there.
Messiah's a football player. I'm sure he's fine. He's a very tough individual.
Yeah, very tough, yeah.
I once saw him carry at least a 30-pound tripod with one arm.
Oh, he did? Yeah,
he had a cast on one arm and then the tripod in another.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's a very strong individual.
That's dedication right there.
Oh, that one rings out.
As Taunton has the offensive foul on the offensive rebound.
Eli at the top, right at the logo, trying to figure where to go. Again, 35-second shot clock. They're going to call for the travel. You see head coach Dan Kaiser there. Bulldogs have custom polos for the entire coaching staff.
They have like a green polo shirts. That's real. I've never seen that before. That's really interesting.
Yeah, they got Bulldogs on the sleeve there. They got a big basketball and then Canton basketball written around it.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah. Now Taunton with an opportunity. The shot is up. Oh, he gets his own rebound, but it's knocked out. It's a sea of hands over there.
Been a very aggressive game defensively, especially towards the rim. Been a lot of athletic plays by both sides.
Looks like the foul is on Canton, and Travis Johnson will go to the line. J.J. Falk, number 21, with his first personal. And like you were saying, Nick, I think this game has slowed down a little bit in the past 2 minutes.
Yeah, it seems like they're just trying to kind of take it a little more methodically and It hasn't resulted in that much more scoring, but it's kind of slowed itself down a little bit to be a little more of a gritty type of defensive basketball game.
The opportunity, this one's going to go out, and they're going to say it was Bulldog ball.
Yeah,
and that's what it'll stand.
Looked like Delizia tried to go up for the mid-range there.
Delizia will take this one over, hands it over to Miles, and Gerald hands it back to Delizia, but he picked his pocket and going for the layup and scores is Drake Dowsler.
And Dreisler with a great defensive play there. It was beautifully timed on the steal.
Beautiful is the word for it. It was so beautiful they should frame it in a museum.
Yep.
Ben second in for the Bulldogs with 30. And JJ not too happy with that call. So you're Dunverna coming in for number 5 Travis Johnson on the Taunton side. Coming right after now, Taunton looking for the opportunity. Campbell trying to get an opening, gets it at the top and nails it home.
Amari Campbell giving Taunton a 13-5 lead. This one's getting away a little bit from Canton because of the sloppy mistakes on this fast type of offense.
But Canton keeps maintaining possession right here, and they're going to have an inbound pass. Palacio coming in for Ben second. So 11 for 30 on the Canton side. Bulldogs to inbound. Up and just not above the rim. And again, the ball is going to stay in Canton territory. And it looks like Coach Santos not happy with that call. JJ Falk will be getting free throws. And he'll get the first one.
We'll see if these free throws can kind of ignite a bit of a comeback, Kevin, to try to slow this game down a little bit, because for Canton, it seems like it's this fast-moving offense that's sort of tripping them up a little bit.
They have the nice new scoreboard. Not in addition to the new scoreboard, they have the new plate for the scorer's table as well. And you might be onto something. That's another bucket for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was. And another block, it looks like there. Canton basketball.
He come in Zach Sanon, number 10 for the Bulldogs, and he'll come in for JJ Falk. Delizia dribbling them between the legs. Now, we talked about it a little bit in the open here as the Bulldogs try to get something going, is that the Bulldogs are coming off one of their best seasons in recent memory. Not only winning a playoff game for the first time in a decade, that's a fantastic pass and an even better layup. Bulldogs coming off one of their best seasons in a decade and winning at home in the playoffs against their arch rival in the Stoughton Black Knights and nearly advancing to the round of 8 in the playoffs in that game against Somerset Berkeley.
And I think what really had that team clicking last year, Kevin, was that was one of the clutchest teams that I've ever watched. Like the way that they were able to really strap down, because if I remember correctly, were they down in the fourth quarter against Stoughton, if I remember correctly, at one point or another? I remember it being a really close game. So they had players on this team that really were able to rise to the occasion consistently, and I think that Coach Kaiser and these coaches will work to find the next band that will do the same thing over these next couple of years. But you know, that was a really special team, and this team's at a bit of a crossroads right now, but knowing the tradition of Canton basketball and some solid tradition, I'm sure they'll find their next couple of guys that will.
Absolutely, and they might have found them, or they might be on the way searching for them. As it was, you see the scoreboard there in the top right corner. It was 5-13 not too long ago, and now Cannon's within 3 points,
and
5 points.
And Canton's doing, just kind of slowing the game down. That's sort of how they've been able to kind of get back into it. And we'll see how this continues after this timeout.
Thanks so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Verizon 41, Comcast 6, and in HD on Verizon 2143 and Comcast 1073. Also live streaming on CantonCommunityTV.org. I don't think I introduced us. Now kicking it out here. Andy Delezio now getting an opportunity. Trying to get it by. And Delezio gets it in. Bulldogs now within 3.
Delezio did a really solid job of getting around the defense there to just do a quick little layup to get some momentum back in the Bulldogs' favor, although it probably already is.
They'll be sending it to the line there for Nirvana Montero. Foul on number 10, Zach Senon. And now the Bulldogs back down by 4, but Taunton increasing their lead. Now with the opportunity to continue here, Delezio. Again, running at the top, Wesley Mott, number 2, into the game. Senior captain there. Wesley did have a lot of playing time last season. 6.3 left on the clock. No shot clock. Taunton with an opportunity to extend their lead. 2 seconds. Taunton tries up.
Oh,
it's good, and they can count it.
And it looks like they will count it. And that was a beautiful way to end the first half for Taunton. I mean, just a bit of almost a little further than a half-court lead, but
and again,
it was a great job at the end of that quarter by Canton to really stifle that last possession from Canton, because I know there was a travel there, but that was basically started by Taunton's good defense, and it looks like Taunton really got their mojo back at the end.
And it's certainly been an amazing night here so far. I'm Kevin Pink, joined by Nick Flaherty. Thank you so much for joining us here for Varsity Boys Basketball featuring the Canton Bulldogs.
And look at Mr. McDonald. Mr. McDonald's here. That's a good one. Oh, yeah.
Back into the action. Brandon Adorno in there, but it was stolen there by JJ. JJ with the fancy maneuver, and it's no good at the end of the day. And back down on the other side, Taunton resumes their offensive attack.
And that half-court heave has really rejuvenated the Taunton offense. I mean, it's been long shot after long shot the last couple of and great sequence for Taunton.
Wesley Meitner ready point. JJ shot short. And they're going to call another foul on Zach Sanon. Timeout on the Canton side as things started to get away from them less than a minute into the second.
Yeah, I just think it was similar to how this game started. It was just a little too, in a way, I mean, you know, a little too aggressive at the start of the quarter. And it's in these type of situations to get back in the game, that slow type of offense is usually the way to go. And, you know, Taunton just really took advantage from every angle of the game. So it'll be interesting to see how Canton responds. Couple of turnovers, couple of sloppy plays to start for Canton that Taunton is really taking advantage of. So.
Yeah, like. Inbounding there. Now Gillespie coming over. Now swinging the rock around, backing it up. 19 on the shot clock. Coming back. And it's a sea of orange and black there. And it looks like they're going to call a push on the Taunton Tigers. Amari Campbell going to get a call for the foul. That is his second personal. And Canton switching up personnel. Wanted it up, Vlad. Opportunity, missed them both. Picked up there. Johnson hands it over. Back down to Barrows. Taunton looking for the opportunity. This is Varsity boys basketball featuring the Canton Bulldogs and the Taunton Tigers. Here on Canton Community Television. Two Division II league rivals looking to bolster their season. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. One, and shot is off, and it'll be good. Taunton is continuing to press the offense. There'll be a push in the back on Johnson, and now the Bulldogs will inbound. Did you see Mr. McDonald's there in the lower right, lower left? And you know it's officially a big game.
A big
Mr.
game,
McDonald
yeah.
shows up.
One of Canton's best fans for many, many years now.
You have his signed autograph, don't
Yeah,
you?
I do, yeah.
Signed photo.
Yeah, I have his and Tom Brady's next to each other in my living room. Yeah.
Johnny Escobares looking inbound here, gives it over to Barrows, the senior captain, and Julius will take it up for the Tigers. Knifing through the lane. Oh, pitches it down. Johnson, shot missed. And now still fighting for it, and that rebound will stay in. And Taunton will maintain possession. Off the side. Now Vlad coming screeching down the. He was just lightning fast down the court.
Yeah, and Canton gonna slow it down a little bit now, but starting to heat up a little bit again down the court.
So what you're saying is it's cold outside, but it's heating up in here?
Pretty much, yeah. That's the Hawk.
About 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Thank you so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Verizon 41, Comcast 6, and on HD on Verizon 2143 and Comcast 1073. Also live streaming on CantonCommunityTV.org. Picking it up, J.J. Fogg brings down the board and now dribbles through the legs and up the court. Stolen. He picked his pocket, and now Taunton looking to execute and turn that steal into points.
And Taunton continues to do the little things right, and Canton just making those sloppy mistakes. And it'll be interesting to see how this game sort of Okay.
They now coming over to Lexia. And it's, again, it has been a construction zone right under the basket on both sides.
Yeah, definitely an aggressive game under the basket.
They keep
a lot of very aggressive defense.
Vlad Francor looked to be shooting free throws, but it looks like they're going to inbound the ball instead. Styles into the matchup. And now back out to Delezio. Styles to Chwangwin, number 3. In for the Bulldogs, he's inbounding right now. Back to Vlad. Vlad with the opportunity. CC open man back to Styles. Fashionable pass, and now back over. Ping pong and back and forth, and he gets the bucket.
And Styles with a little bit of a, that should give some momentum there, a bit of a half mid-court jumper.
And that ignited the Bulldogs cheering section. You got the student section over here, and the bench is intently looking on. Styles has brought this team to life.
Yeah, I just think it seems like they really enjoy that aggressive style play, and maybe that's how they can really find that their way back into this. But I think very aggressive on both sides, definitely.
Yeah, they've been so aggressive. I'm starting to think they need construction helmets.
Yeah.
You gotta get those hard hats out here.
Especially while they're in the paint.
There you go. And of course, everybody being as safe as possible here. Oh, Anthony gets the shot off, but is corralled by a couple of Tigers. And of course, Styles had the first points for the Bulldogs this quarter. And with 3 minutes left to go in the first half, the Bulldogs looking to close this deficit. And that's not going to help them.
And Johnson with another basket under the paint, something that he's really, under the basket in the paint, something that he's really specialized in this evening.
Yeah, Travis Johnson has been all over the court, either it be offense, rebounding, guarding. He's been like the secret sauce here for the Taunton Tigers.
Yeah, he's definitely
a big portion of why they're leading.
Yeah, definitely. definitely kind of given that almost that calming presence, you know, under the basket, getting those, getting some quick momentum for the Tigers, and then they've really been able to kind of parlay that into a bigger lead.
Now Vlad slowing things down. Frank Core drives to the paint, and that one's just gonna slide off the side of the rim. What a layup that was!
Yeah, I think it was like he was kind of leaning over Johnson.
I think that went in.
Yeah, it did. But
okay, that's what
yeah,
I thought.
it did. Yeah.
I thought it went in, and then I saw the reaction of the Taunton coaching staff, who is 2 steps away from us, and they seemed upset. So I wasn't sure if it went in or not.
Because it kind of looked like he was kind of leaning into the basket in a way.
Either way, it was an incredible basket.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's see it. Canton having trouble at the charity stripe here tonight. So let's see it, trying to keep his composure. Ben second coming in, along with Wesley Mott. Rainbows it down, and what a lucky bounce. That was impressive.
Yeah, it is a very slow roll in.
As you see the passion exuding from the Taunton bench. Frustration starting to read on the Bulldogs. But Dan Kaiser's, he knows a lot about people. He knows a lot about just how to keep people focused, relaxed, and doing the job at hand.
Yeah, I remember. I was talking to him last year about what I wanted to do for college, because he was one of my teachers last year, and I was talking to him about all the different places, and he was like, "What do you want to do?" It was like a very good question. He was like keeping me focused, and he's like, "How can I help you like get to where you want to be?" So he's always been a people person for a very long time, just trying to get people to places where they need to be, and he always gets the job done in terms of like, you know, focusing and making sure that that people are on the right path. So he's been a great mentor of mine for a couple years now.
In that ball, still not going in for the Bulldogs. Scored 4 points in this quarter. Roughly 90 seconds left to go. Slowing things down. Setting it up. 15 left in the shot clock. The Tigers looking for an opening. Canton playing good defense. Tigers looking to at least get a shot off. Looks like there is a foul on Brandon Adorno. And it'll be Brandon's second personal foul. And ball gets loose, Bulldogs pick it up.
And the struggles continue in the paint for the Dogs as Taunton will take over.
Oh, now there's a representative from the Kansas Citizen. We got all sorts of media outlets here.
Yeah, it's a big game for both teams involved to try to get their seasons back on track.
Mentioned the Bulldogs are currently riding a 2-game losing streak. The Taunton Tigers riding a 2-game winning streak, coming off a big win against Sharon this past Friday. Bulldogs looking to get back on track. Shot clock off. And the Tigers looking to stay on track.
Yeah, they definitely have so far in this game, Kevin. I mean, I think the game overall, as far apart as it is right now, has been played very similarly in the way that they're like playing. But I think that Taunton sort of doing like all the small things right, while Canton, with all due respect, has been while Canton's been a little hectic. And I think if they can clean that up, we can have a really solid second half to this game.
Well, there's 1 second left in the first half, and it's going to be Bulldogs taking a free throw attempt. And it'll be Anthony Delezio.
That could give some positive momentum going into the halftime locker room.
And he's got one more. Encouragement from the head coach. That one's gonna roll out, and he just sailed that one again into Messiah. Cameraman right in front of one of the entrances here. Had to back up a little bit. And we have the band playing here at halftime, so as we score, at halftime you see the Taunton Tigers 34, the Canton Bulldogs 18, here on Canton Community Television and Varsity Boys Basketball. It has been a great first half for the Taunton Tigers.
Yeah, I think, like I was talking about a couple seconds ago.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Hello, everybody. I'm here with Donovan, Jeanette, and Jaleel of the JV basketball team. Canton is down 34 to 18 right now at halftime. First, we're going to ask Donnie, what do you think Canton could do better offensively?
Free throws, definitely, and just moving the ball around more.
Absolutely. That's a good point made by Donovan. Anyways, Jaleel, what do you think the Dogs could do defensively?
I think we could work on our boxing out, help defense, and talking.
What do you mean by talking?
Like talking on ball, like calling help, saying somebody get my help or something, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. Anyways, y'all see that buzzer beater at the end, that buzzer beater in the first quarter. What are your thoughts on that, Dunny? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it was rough, but it happens, you know, it's part of basketball, it's okay.
You think that was based on luck, or was that just skill?
Definitely a little bit of both. More luck, though, more luck.
What about you, Jaleel? Luck or skill?
Think more on the lucky side, but, you know, might be a little bit of skill.
Might be. Anyways, lastly, what do you think the Dogs have done good so far? Like good?
Doing good, making some of our threes, some of our layups, wide open layups.
I like that one. Thank you, Jaleel. Anyways, Dunny, who do you think has been good so far on Canton?
Definitely the energy. I feel like it's been up.
Who?
On and off the court. Who? You could say Wes, JJ, Max. It's just the whole team pretty much, just a team effort, you know?
Team effort, I like that. Oh yeah, Styles said good. Anyways, appreciate you boys making me look good. There we go, boys.
You do Marico for that. The Bulldogs trying to come back in this one. Now, head coach Santos for the Taunton Tigers was talking to HockamockSports.com while previewing the season. He talked about head coach Santos talked to Hockamock Sports previewing the season. He said, quote, we are an extremely young team, but we have some athletes who can get up and down the floor and are looking to run the floor, and that will be a key element for them this season, for their team. They've certainly been up and down the floor as speedy as a tiger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that description really fits today's game, especially. I mean, they're playing really aggressively, and they're just have a lot of energy out there. I mean, whether it be a layup, whether it be like a mid-court jumper, whether it be like a couple of crazy three-pointers that we saw. Coach Santos really has these guys on a really good track right now, just with the way that they're really attacking the rim and just playing in a really complete sense of the game right now. And yeah, I think they're in a really good spot right now. And I don't think Canton's that far off, even in this game. I mean, we just eliminate like the turnovers and like the mistakes, with all due respect, from under the basket, and like those layups, missing a couple of big layups, and like a little bit of foul line trouble, and we can have a much different second half.
It should be interesting there. You see the CHS band led by some of our own. If you see some of our own there, one of the technical wizard, Peter Heredia, and the audio enthusiasts and audio expertise of T. Norville also playing there. Big shout out to the CHS band, as they have been performing magnificently all night long.
And they were helping us get set up before they went out with the band. So
Peter and T. Yep.
Huge thanks to them and our entire crew this evening.
And of course, shout out to the entire CHS band, who has come and filled the gym with glorious music.
A lot of energy in this room today.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Verizon 41, Comcast 6, and on HD, Verizon 2143, Comcast 1073, and live streaming on CantonCommunityTV.org. I'm Kevin Prake with Nick Flaherty, and we are broadcasting here Varsity boys basketball between the league rivals, the Canton Bulldogs and the Taunton Tigers. Taunton had a great second quarter. The Bulldogs are going to come out strong in the third. But this game is not over until the clock reads all zeros.
Yeah, and I think I just think Canton really needs to get back to where they were in the late first quarter and early second quarter, where it was just like a very slow pace, even type game, and just kind of get back to where Taunton is, just kind of playing it in a very similar fashion.
Both teams coming out of the locker room and coming back in. Entering the court. As you see the Bulldogs coming back out, teams will warm up once again. I think Rocky has started.
Oh yeah,
I think Sylvester Stallone is going to make an entrance.
Yeah, that'll really pump up the student section, I hope, and the rest of the fans here. Especially for the home team. Maybe a comeback is brewing, but we'll see what happens on Canton Community Television.
It should be interesting. And the shooter-out continues. You see there Vlad, the younger brother of the Frank Kors. His brother Zaza, he played with Zaza in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, that was, Kev, I think since we've been working together, that was one of the greatest single game performances that I've ever seen for Zaza against Stoughton in the playoffs last year.
I think Zaza, who is known for his dunks, dunked the ball, I think, 3 times in the first half.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 dunks.
He brought tremendous energy to the court, and it was a very well-mannered and a sportsman to his very core. He's a great gentleman. Now, I believe he's off at Salve Regina.
Yep.
And of course, many of the other Bulldogs off to college that were on the last year's team, and then Trey Santos and others from the Taunton Tigers off to college as well. So both teams really finding the spark of their new surroundings.
Yeah, I think this type of game, a team with 2 teams with similar records, will definitely help to determine the rest of the season for both of these teams. And I think this is a crucial next 16 minutes and maybe more.
As we have just under 90 seconds before the first half tips off, the Bulldogs and the Tigers are going to be highly contested in this second half in terms of physicality, in terms of will to win, and just overall aggressiveness. It should be a great show to watch here on Canton Community Television. Now it should be an amazing matchup as we continue to talk about, and the buzzer sounds. It's going to be a fantastic show, and there will be a lot of highlights coming over from this second half.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I just think Canton really needs to play the way that Taunton's playing, with like a slower approach and a more complete approach. And I think we're gonna have a really nice second half. And credit to both teams. Credit to both teams early on for really showing the will to win, especially with their aggressiveness towards the basket.
As the season does near its halfway point, both teams are going to have to start doing that upward trajectory, as you'll see the Bulldogs in a huddle right here. It'll be the Tigers kicking this one off. Both teams trying to prove themselves and gather some steam here in the Hockomock League. They have switched sides, and that's a good basket for the Taunton Tigers. Now going to the basket closest to the band, and the Bulldogs going to the side closest to the entrance. And that's a big shot and a big bucket.
And JJ with the mid-range there to open it up for the Bulldogs.
JJ with his second personal foul. Delser had it and lost it. Now to Barrows. The Tigers looking for their opportunity. Backing it over. Show Olenian coming back. Barrows sticks it. The hand in the face, and it looks to be beneficial, Vlad, but the rebound goes to the Taunton Tigers. Picks it back up, and there is all sorts of commotion, and it's going to go out. I think on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looked like the Bulldogs fouled Joe Olenian.
Big shot. It was a three from number 3, but results in no points. Delencia hands it off to Vlad. Vlad cuts through the corners. Not able to convert on that. And the long passes cross court continue for Taunton. And I think a step ladder might have been used there. But everybody seems to be okay.
Looks like it'll be Canton's basketball, yep.
JJ will inbound those long passes. Those quick long passes have been beneficial for Taunton all night long.
Yeah, and like we were talking about at halftime, if that very fast style of play can be effective, like with all due respect, if it's like a consistent play style. But I think if Canton just kind of slows it down for a little bit, this could be Canton could really get back into this.
See Vlad Fancourt trying to help his team. The junior passes it off. Eli's with the shot. Rebound. Miles. Third chance. Had a fourth chance, but was not to be. Those fast break opportunities have been a key for Taunton tonight.
Yeah, that, like we said, that very, very high tempo offense, and I think that's sort of been what's kind of gotten Canton behind a little bit in this game, where it's just kind of like struggling from underneath the basket. And
the shots aren't falling.
Yeah,
that's the key.
That's the key.
What's happening.
That's the key, definitely.
In show shot. Olenian. Yeah, show Olenian. Yep. Number 2 there for the Taunton Tigers. Having a little bit of a trip. coming over from Taunton. Kicks it out, shot is up, and that one's off too. Not too many, or about halfway through this period, and not too many shots have fallen on either side.
Yeah, really on the other side. And the game plan on both sides really hasn't changed. I mean, Taunton continues to excel, and Canton's because we're trying like a similar game plan to what they entered the locker room with, and it's worked a little bit better for Taunton tonight. So far at least.
Right, Max is into the game, number 13. And they're going to say it was a foul on Amari Campbell. And that will be Amari's third foul. JJ backs out. Beyond the circle. Oh! And they're going to call Jackson on for that one. And it will be inbounded by the orange and black. Bulldogs of Canton playing the Tigers of Taunton here in this varsity boys basketball matchup. Up and all over the place. A fast break on Canton's side. And just like Taunton, it works for Canton too.
Yeah, and he's trying to get that similar type of, and now as this game progresses, we're getting not overly late in the game yet, but starting to get there a little bit. So if Canton can really perfect that, we could be in for a great second half to this quarter and fourth quarter. Oh, and a beautiful three there by, I believe, Amari Campbell.
As you see, the Taunton bench lost their minds there. They were so excited.
Yeah, that was a great reaction.
Very happy for their teammate.
Yeah, that was a great reaction.
Great shot by Brady Wong here on our mobile camera. Wesley Ma coming in. And he'll come in for Ryan Maxis. So number 2 in for the Bulldogs for 13. With the first foul on Maxis. And that is a successful free throw. He swishes another one. Now West takes it back out, goes over. Letzi off the mark. "30 seconds. Oh, what a shot.
And that could breathe some light back into the Canton offense for the next couple of sequences.
As you see Barrows. It's a great shot of our new banner on the front of our announce table. Shout out to Peter Heredia for that one.
And I just want to take a minute to shout out Barrows because he's really started that, that fast tempo offense up the court. He's really been aggressive and very fast tempo. He's been a huge part of their success tonight. Obviously, he is a senior captain and one of our players to watch for tonight's broadcast.
Show going in for his third foul. Dre Thelser coming in for Show. Thelser actually led Taunton with 29 points in their recent win over Sharon last Friday.
That's a really big night, 29. So.
Sportsmanship, everybody helping each other up. You see that great shot. of number 21, J.J. Falk for Canton. You see the C above the number. Team over individual. And they're going to get that bucket. And the Bulldogs bench comes to life
And
there.
a nice job by Feeney there to get the and one working to the inside.
Jake Feeney to the line. And it will rim out. So Taunton back on the offense. And the Tigers looking to strike.
Looks
And
like they're going to foul Johnson. Can't foul Johnson. And
there'll be the third foul on number 11, Elias Palacios. A lot of fouls happening here tonight. A lot of people with 3 fouls.
yeah, a very aggressively played game. And I think, like we talked about throughout the broadcast today, Taunton's really taken advantage of that aggressive play style. Canton not so much, although they've really gone back to the well on. They've really gone back to that well on that concept on numerous occasions.
I think if you would describe this game in 3 words, it would be fast and aggressive.
Pretty much, yeah. And a lot of fouls to come with that, but definitely part of the game.
Thanks so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Verizon 41, Comcast 6, and in HD on Verizon 2143 and Comcast 1073. Live streaming on CantonCommunityTV.org. Back down the other side, and Taunton will score another basket.
And going back to that similar fast play style, getting under the rim quick.
That fast play style has been where the bulk of the points have been scored for both teams.
Yeah, really both. I mean, I can probably think in like a normal pace, slower pace basketball game, I could probably count on one hand the amount of types of baskets there have been of that type in this game.
Backing it over, shot up, right off the side. Kicks it over, Escobares. Oh, what a pass and what a layup. That was beautiful.
And Campbell was there to recover the bit of a loose ball there.
It was a very well executed play. Ben Second coming into the game for the Bulldogs. So number 30 will come in for Anthony DeLezia, number 4. Oh, picked his pocket. I think we're gonna need the police here. There's so much stealing going on.
Yeah, and, definitely. Like we said, it's definitely been a very fast-paced battle this evening.
And up it goes, and down it goes off the side. Campbell misses both. Bulldogs pick up the rebound. And Eli will be taking this one across the logo. Takes it all the way down, and Eli with the bucket.
And that was one of the best sequences of the night for Canton. Just getting that, just playing the ball really clean and just trying to just take what's there. I think that's definitely Canton's recipe the rest of this game, sort of just taking what's there.
Take what they give you. Now driving up, and there it goes. Both teams coming in with a not so good of a record. The Bulldogs 2-6, the Taunton Tigers 3-4. Ben second. Missed the first one. Trey with 3 fouls. So number 3 with 3 fouls. Canton makes the other free throw. And that one will roll off to the side, and this one finds the net.
And it, just continues a really disciplined basketball game for Taunton. Just if it doesn't go in, we get the offensive rebound and we move forward. And I think, like we said, there's been a lot of fight from Canton this game. It's just that very fast. I don't think they've really gone all the way there to that fast type of tempo yet, but we'll see what the fourth quarter and the rest of this, the third quarter brings.
So Eli's shot is good. So that will bring in 2 Tigers and 3 Bulldogs. It's a zoo out there.
Yep.
So Palacios checking his surroundings, goes for the second shot. And takes them both. So it's 77 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Bulldogs still cutting into this lead and still building momentum and chemistry for the rest of the season. And we're back to the line again. A lot of charity being thrown out here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of free throw opportunities. Another thing that Taunton's really excelled at, and looks like 51-32 now.
Well, both teams in the bonus. And Taunton will increase its lead. Well, Ben second, looking to be second to none and getting the opportunity to help his team. Miles hands it off. Ben takes it. Pass up and bounces strong. What a rebound there by Gerald. Fought forever for it, but the pass was met by Taunton hands. Seems like the aggression was just amped up in here. Somebody turned it up with an arm.
Yeah, and most of this game's really centered around the passion and the aggression, and Taunton's really taken that and run with it, as I think that was number 3, Trey Drexler.
15 seconds even left on the shot clock. Felcher. The opportunity, and I believe this is Miles' first trip to the charity stripe here tonight. Gonna start keeping track. I think every member of the Bulldogs currently on the floor has made it to the charity stripe at some point.
Yeah, just kind of the way this game's been played. I mean, like we said, I hate to sound like a broken record, but it's been a lot of passion on both sides, and definitely a very fast-moving type of game.
Most of the Bulldogs have made it to the free throw line, but yes, and they're going to continue with 13 seconds left to go here. Again, the shot clock is off. Bulldogs still not giving up. They're still fighting. And the ball is going to the other way. Up, 6, in 4. What a shot. 2 seconds, rebound, and throw it up. Glad throws it. And to the athletic director, I mean, Mr. Erickson's not playing, but that'll be the end of the fourth quarter.
Julius Barrows did a great job.
5. We're good? What's up, everyone? I'm here with Lucas Lee. He's going to be doing some video and pictures tonight, correct?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you a few questions. What are your favorite kind of shots when you're doing games like this?
My favorite kind of shots are like the ones that are most tense, where like they're about to shoot, but like it's like a 50-50. You don't really know. It's mysterious, kind of.
I like that. I like that. A little bit of mysterious vibe there. But all right, let me ask you another question. You do basketball games, obviously. What other kind of games do you like to do?
I like to do wrestling, maybe some volleyball, especially football. I like football.
All right. Do you post just pictures? Do you do video edits? Like, what do you do usually?
I do pictures and video edits. You can check me out on lucaslee.raw on Instagram.
You heard that. Lucas.raw at Instagram, bro. You heard it. All right. Good luck, brother. That's Lucas Lee for you.
Thank you, Dylan. And now, good back into the fourth and final quarter. The last 25 cents has been inserted into the machine, and off they go with the final 8 minutes.
And I think, Kevin, obviously all credit to Taunton, but I think in Canton's perspective, I just think the main goal in trying to get back into this for the Bulldogs is just to match what Taunton's doing and sort of their play style, because they're playing similarly. It's just Taunton's really excelled at that, and Canton's been a little up and down in that type of play style today.
In for the Bulldogs, Derek Gerard. Number 1, Derek Gerard. Number 13, Ryan Maxis. Number 30, Ben Second. Number 14, Miles Gerald. And number 5, Vlad Francoeur. On the court for the Tigers, Julius Barrows. Number 1. Number 0, Brandon Adorno. Number 4, Johnny Escobares. Number 12 seed, sophomore captain, Sair Deverna. Along with Nirvana Montero for the Taunton Tigers. Back it off to Vlad. Vlad shot, no good.
And I think, Kevin, what really hurts Canton in these last couple minutes is they kind of have to play with the style now that it's in the fourth quarter that they've sort of struggled with throughout the game. So I think that'll definitely hurt them. But if they can just get to the basket as quickly as possible.
And that one will roll out once again, and the entire Bulldogs starting lineup changes to basically what they started with the exception of Styles. So now they got Styles, Eli, Zach, Anthony, and Vlad in there. No, excuse me. That is Jack Feeney, number 12. And Anthony tracks down the ball. Spin moves. Oh, that would have been great. The second chance opportunity, heads up play there by Elias Palacios.
And Canton will have another shot at the charity stripe.
They might have one of those big checks at the end of this with so much charity going around.
Yeah, yeah. Like they might donate for each free throw that goes in.
That would be a lot of money.
Yeah, it definitely would. If they would combine them together to go the same charity, it would be a lot of money. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I know some teams do stuff similar to that.
Oh, there's a nice one. That one goes in. And more substitutions coming in for the Bulldogs and for the Tigers at this point. And it'll be a timeout for the Bulldogs. Great play there by the CHS band. Great showing there from the CHS band. Stolen there by the Bulldogs. Coming back around. Pass is chipped out, and it's going to be off of the Tigers. He got a paw on it. He saves it from going out of bounds and from being stolen. A double save, if you will. And he shoots it up. Had the opportunity. What a rebound! He like corralled it and jumped like 2 feet in the air at the same time.
Yeah, that was definitely a couple, definitely a good read.
And he had like 2 people on his ends too.
Yeah,
that was very impressive.
A little off balance, but definitely a very wholehearted effort.
He got the job done.
Yeah, definitely with the inbound.
Very impressive. But now Styles inbounds it for Canton. Canton in the white, Taunton in the black and orange, and it'll be picked up there by the Tigers as they swipe it away. Playing around the world, around the arc, and this one just off the side. Another fast break for the Bulldogs, and not enough on them.
Yeah, I think a lot of bounces, a lot of shots didn't go down in this game for Canton. I know we saw about 5 minutes, 43 seconds left, but like it was just like Taunton really was able to perfect that type of high-paced offense.
Valencia able to get one of those shots to fall. The Bulldogs will switch out nearly their entire lineup here, with the exception of Valencia. Valencia makes both. Now going over here, barreling down the court, trying to get past. JJ does, but then beats a trio of Bulldogs in a circus-like maneuver. Not able to get the bucket, but he will go to the line. And that is the first foul on Derek Gerard. Thanks so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Verizon 41, Verizon HD 2143, and on Comcast, Comcast 6, Comcast 1073, along with live streaming on CantonCommunityTV.org. Varsity boys basketball featuring the Canton Bulldogs and the Taunton Tigers. This is a league match between rival divisions being represented here, and Taunton will switch out nearly their entire lineup as well. But it'll be a timeout on the court. And you see Taunton right there has had a great night. Canton still building and still fighting, actually. As you see the CHS band right there. These two Hockomock League teammates, they're Hockomock League teams. The Kelly Rex division represented by the Taunton Tigers, the Davenport division represented by the Bulldogs of Canton. These two teams battling to prove themselves, and if it's a battle to show passion, both teams got it in spades. But the Tigers on a 2-game winning streak, the Bulldogs on a 2-game losing streak, but Bulldogs happen to be home for the first time since before winter break.
And I think it was a solid. I think obviously Taunton. It looks like
they got to cut the music short there. Now bounce passes it over. Julius Snail with the opportunity sends it all the way down the other far side. Hits this one up and right off the glass. Off the taped corner. Now picked it up Wesley Ma, and he gets it off the opposite side. West somehow works his way through. Bulldogs keeping it alive. got that one. And that ball will go to the Taunton Tigers.
That was a really athletic play, trying to get a couple more shots up underneath the basket.
Bulldogs having great second chance opportunities and third and fourth. Ben second, blocking Julius Barrows. And Barrows will record another point. And a point after that. Coming back around here, Julius Barrows. Barrows continuing to lead the offense. Hands it off there. And this one picked up.
What?
Kicks it out for Wesley Mott. Still on that one able to follow Vera halfway through this fourth quarter. And the layup opportunity is good for Dre Thatcher. And Barrows continuing to be the star of these last few minutes, dishing out the assists, getting points, getting rebounds.
Yeah.
Julius Barrows having a great game for the Taunton Tigers.
Yeah, he's been definitely one of the stars, and kind of continuing that same trajectory that we were going down for a few minutes for most of this game, where Taunton's just been a little more complete in the way that they've played this game, and it looks like I have a lot of credit to Taunton, because it looks like they're building something really special right now. And Canton definitely played all right. I mean, they got their chances. I mean, just getting those chances down, I think this team would be at definitely a different level. And I think there's definitely promise from this performance from Canton.
Is interesting now is that the whole Taunton squad has dunks that match their uniforms here. The whole coaching staff has Nike dunks. They got the orange, the white, and the black swoosh. They all got it lined up. It all matches their track jackets here. Very well fashion coordinated.
Yeah, and on Canton's side too, with the green polo shirts. Been two very fashionable coaching staffs here today.
Bulldogs starting to get wise to the fast break. That last one didn't reach them, and Bulldogs basically took that last one away. So starting to pick it up. That one's going to roll out. Blocked out. It was stolen and stolen right back. It's like nothing ever happened. Wild. And backing it up here. Oh, Steve shot no good. The senior Steve Penoretta, number 24. Now from number 4, gets 3 points.
And D'Alessio with a beautiful shot there, just a perfect swish.
It was a great shot. Gets his own rebound, now coming back over. Here. It'll be your timeout for the Tigers. Multiple substitutions being made here. Nobody was blocking him. He had a clear shot, and the eruption coming from the Taunton sideline. Very impressive. With 1:13 left to go here.
That was Jade Morris, so.
under a minute left to go here in the fourth quarter with this varsity boys basketball game. After that, free throw is made. Styles getting it over. Eli, opportunity to get it, and it goes. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. They get 6 timeouts per game for each side. Tracy, big fan. Our camera operator, Tracy, up in the top right corner, big fan of the music going on here.
It's been a great performance all night from the band.
Yeah.
Covering a variety of songs from a variety of different eras.
That's very true. And of course, we want to take this time to thank our executive producers, Andrea Galvin, and a special thank you to Mr. Ed McDonough, the executive producer of this broadcast.
Thank you, thank you to all of our crew for their.
As you see right there, Derek Gerard going over for the big block. Blocking his opponent, and again, left alone. And this one not going to go in. Shot clock still on. About a 2-second differential. And that shot clock no longer on, with under 30 seconds left to go in this game. It'll be the first foul on number 25, Jaden Morriso. That's a nice one. And now Taunton not looking to dribble this one out. They are going aggressive and fast to the basket.
Yeah, the way they start the game looks like it's going to be the way that they end it.
Neither team giving up here in the final seconds.
Oh, a beautiful block
Styles.
there. And
not enough. Busted on that ball.
And now Taunton will run it out, and that'll be game.
So Taunton will win 67-48 in this varsity boys basketball contest. The teams shake hands, showing that sportsmanship. It looks like we have some replays coming here. We have some replays going here. A great shot there of Styles, and the swish. Oh, so crisp.
And this was a beautiful shot there by Delizia.
That might have been one of the best shots of the night for the Bulldogs.
I wouldn't probably agree with that, yeah.
Delizia with a nice layup. And what a wonderful time as we transition back into live action here, where the Canton Bulldogs fall to the Taunton Tigers 67-48 here in this varsity boys basketball contest. Again, we said it before, the 3 words to describe this contest, aggressive and fast, certainly was the key words.
Yeah, and I think, like we were talking about, I mean, I think that if Canton just had those, was just a little slower in like building up the game at times, and they didn't make as many mistakes. I think it would have been a little bit, it would have been a little closer. But I think, Taunton definitely capitalized on those opportunities, and credit to them. I mean, it was overall, all things considered, I know Taunton won by a good bit in the end, but I thought it was a pretty well contested matchup from both sides, especially in terms of the playing style of the game.
And again, your final score, the Canton Bulldogs The Canton Bulldogs 48, Taunton Tigers 67. Taunton wins. Bulldogs' next game will be at home this Friday against Stoughton at 6:30. The next game for the Taunton Tigers will be at King Philip. They'll head to Renton to face the Warriors this Thursday, the 16th of January at 6:30 p.m. And thank you so much for watching this broadcast here on Canton Community Television. I'm Kevin Prague, joined by Nick Flaherty. And we have Hannah King, our technical director, Peter Heredia as the tech supervisor, Gigi Gray, who is on camera 1, Brady Gibbons, who is upstairs in number 2, Messiah Just in at number 3, Tracy up in the stands for number 4, Brady Wong on the freehand mobile camera number 5, Nick Flaherty, and myself, the announcers, Dylan Lorenko doing those announcing during the periods, and Marie Thomasy doing a great job with the producing along with Hannah King. Thank you so much for joining us here. For everyone on our crew, the executive producers, Andrea Galvin and Mr. Ed McDonough, and everybody you see listed here, thank you so much for watching us. Have a great night and take care of yourself.